Well, here we go again. Hi guys, I'm glad to see you. It's about 6:59, 7-ish. Right, ish is because I don't go exactly, but here I am. And I normally rant. This is a constructive rant. I want to tell you, dog owners, train your dogs, love your dogs, take care of your dogs. Leave them at home when you don't have a reason to take them out. I mean, today it was tragedy. It actually happened yesterday. Some dog owners really suck. I was driving to an appointment and I couldn't help but notice a pickup truck in front of me. He had two pretty good sized dogs in the bed of the truck. They were sitting, sometimes standing, and when the truck pulled up to stop, like at a red light, they got up and started running around inside the bed of the truck, like they were having fun and horsing around. Well, then this guy stopped at a red light. I saw these dogs. I thought, that's bullshit. That's not safe. These dogs have no safety restraint. Well, the light went green and the truck pulled away. And that's when one of these dogs jumped out of the bed of the truck into traffic. He wasn't hit by a car. He was dragged on his leash. I started honking my horn like crazy. Beep, 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 honking the horn. A few seconds later, maybe moments later, he stopped and hopped out of his truck. Let's just call this guy Dog Boy. If you're watching my show, you know who you are. So Dog Boy ran around to where his dog was still hanging on its leash after being dragged easily 100 feet or so at the intersection. I asked him if I could help, if I could do anything. This jackass stared me down and he said, almost a quote, you know who you are, "Leave me alone. Your honking the horn spooked my dog, which is why he jumped out of the truck." What a bunch of crap. This is bullshit. This is asininity to the nth. But understandable, being as he is one of those dog-loving cynophiles. Cynophiliac, actually. He was obviously trying to deflect his guilt onto me. Well, luckily, a woman saw it. She'd pulled over to see if she could help, and she let Dog Boy know that my honking only came after his mutt took a nosedive onto the pavement. I remember her saying, "Hey, he was trying to get your attention. Your dog was being dragged." Hum. Double hum. A traumatized Dog Boy didn't have a word to say. He knew he was wrong. I helped him unhook the leash. He scooped the dog up, put it in the cab of the truck, and drove away. That's sad, because that dog didn't deserve an idiot owner like that. I've seen this sort of thing where owners put their animals right there at the same level as blood, kin, and even best friends. In fact, I've seen marriages and friendships dissolve because someone had an unnatural love of dogs. That's called cynophilia. It's an unhealthy, unnatural love of dogs. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I've seen folks game the system, claiming their dogs are, I love these terms, emotional support animals. No such thing. Comfort animals. No such thing. Therapy animals. No such thing. And here's the big lie, service animals. Now, I walk through a Walmart and I'll see yaps in shopping carts. I'll go into a hospital waiting room. I'll see an unruly and untrained dog wearing this bogus service animal jacket, the one you buy at Amazon for $19.95. I go into restaurants where I see obviously untrained animals under tables or along the wall, all of them wearing these bogus service animal jackets. Now, please remember, service animals, true service animals, are trained along with their owners. It's not just one animal, it's a partnership between the patient and the dog. Both are specially trained to address and respond to a specific need by responding with a specific response. Like a seeing eye dog. When it sees something that it thinks its master can't, it brushes the leg, wags a tail, lets out a small yip. They're trained to help people with disabilities by recognizing a specific situation, responding to that situation, and the owner is trained to recognize that. Understand, anything else falls outside the guidelines of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Government does not recognize therapy, comfort, or companion animals. They're not in the ADA. They're not a part of law. Service dog fraud is a crime. It violates the Americans with Disability Acts and games the system. It's a sin when exploiting your favorite fake service dog, because this demeans the reality and validity of real service dogs in the eyes of outsiders. As your mutts misbehave in public, those people not in the know see and assume them to be genuine, real service dogs, but they're not. All this does is diminish public respect, public tolerance, and allowance for trained service animals. Now, come on, guys. It's not enough to just say shame on you, because you sorry bastards are only interested in feeding your unnatural desire to be close to your mutt at all times. Come on. I've got a friend with a Yorkshire Terrier, a little Yorkie, cutest little dog in the world. He leaves it at home when he goes out. Sometimes he'll take it for a walk or drive in the truck, but he leaves it at home most of the time where it belongs, romping and frolicking in the yard. I got another friend. She has a large, I'm going to guess it's like a Labrador. It's a service dog. Quiet, oozing with personality, leash trained, responsive. Again, these are not people who are out to game the system because they can't stand to be away from their dog, because there's a mental condition that they're suffering from, which is dog nuts. Okay, come on. Cynophilia. So, you sorry bastards, all you care about is feeding your own unnatural desire to hug up close to your dog at all times. And this is at the expense of everyone else around you. You know what we need? We need a law. We need a law with teeth. We need a federal service dog registry certifying their training, certifying their retraining, and issuing huge frickin' mungus punishments for you sorry dog-loving monsters who run around dragging your dog into restaurants, into grocery stores, into hospitals, into medical clinics, into airports. Someone's got to stop you. We need a law. That's all.